Hello and welcome to another update video about DOT. On the Polkadot chart, I made you aware yesterday that the neckline, the next key resistance level of, well, the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders, potential inverse head and shoulders, and the next resistance level is $4.35 roughly, okay? So we've arrived there and we might get a bit of an inverse head and shoulders here, but only if we get a deeper pullback now. And if it wants to give us a deeper pullback, it could do that now. And the first pullback that is deep will be really the stress test for DOT to see if it can continue to push higher on a sustained basis. I mean, it doesn't need that pullback to push higher. Don't get me wrong. It can always break out more directly. But the thing is, if we get a first deeper pullback, that will be the first main stress test for this potentially impulse that might be unfolding to the upside. So in recent weeks and months, the forecast here has been very, very accurate. We have come into this larger support area, which is also an area, a setup, trend reversal area. We've just left it, okay? And it's funny, I saw a comment yesterday on YouTube, someone asking me, you know, what's the place to enter? I mean, this is the box, okay? So it's been hopefully colorful enough on the chart, hopefully big enough. We talked about it. Now, if you're looking for the next entry, you know, that is determined by your trading plan alone. I cannot tell anybody when to enter, but I can give you support. So if you choose to position yourself close to support, then you can choose to do so. The support level is going to be basically the invalidation point. It is not invalidation, but a break below support in 90% of cases will lead to invalidation. Invalidation of the yellow count, which is now favoring trend continuation to the upside. Invalidation is below $3.56. But obviously there is a support below, before we get there, that will give us an early warning. And you can see here the relevant support levels for a potential wave 2 pullback. I have no evidence that a wave 2 pullback has started other than a few red candles. But if the pullback has started, then it should ideally get into the region between $3.73 and $4.07. There is additional structural support around $3.97 here and here. So my preferred target would be $3.97, but I cannot really give you a target until I see more subdivisions. So also it is more important just to focus on, okay, did we get 5 waves up? I would say possibly. It's not very clear. It's an altcoin, remember. And then 3 waves down. If they hold $3.73, the focus can be on higher. This could develop an inverse head and shoulders pattern. We had it on the Solana chart. DOT is just a little later. And also on the Solana chart, remember, we had enough waves to the downside to count this correction complete. We had the same situation on the DOT chart. So if it now pushes and gets a bit of a correction, holds a higher low, then the third wave rally can unfold. It doesn't need that pullback to break out. Very important, okay? You can always chase, but if you wait for a pullback, this is your support. Now, I cannot promise you it starts at this stage, but the first 1-2 setup would give us further confidence that the move up is something sustainable. If we push higher above the neckline here, indicated in red, then we've got the descending trend line of the trend channel. This should be a difficult one to get through. If the price gets above it, which in a third wave it should do, then we're looking at $5.70 next, which is the next main resistance level here, indicated by the previous wave 4. As soon as we get a wave 2 pullback, I can also give you a target for a third wave, but remember, it can always break out more directly. But if it shows a pullback, I mean, if it wants to do a pullback, this would be an ideal spot. If not here, maybe when it touches the trend line, and then we have other smaller micro resistances. But I mean, as I always say, you know, when we're starting a third wave rally, which this would be, okay, based on the larger time frame chart, wave 2 low, and the larger third wave somewhere up there, then you can't really say when a pullback starts. You can just wait for the pullback and adjust support, and when the pullback shows, you basically have your parameters for reward to risk ratio trade. Yeah, that's my update about DOT. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.